Peblos is from AMI Kids White Pines, and he will share with us how AMI Kids White Pines has helped him to rediscover his passion to take a positive road in life. Peblos?
Good evening, everyone. I would first like to thank you for the opportunity to share my story with y'all today. I want you to clear your mind and focus on the scene I'm about to describe to you. Imagine a young black male around the age of 6. This young male lives each and every day with fear and tears in his eyes because he doesn't know the next beating is going to take place. One day he finds himself curled in the fetal position on the floor while he gets beat over and over with a ping pong paddle. The stumping feet keep stumping on him, no matter how loud he cries and begs for it to stop. This is no scene from a movie. This is no scene from a gang initiation. Not a scene from a fight that took place at school. This was just one of many abusive days I had while in foster care from ages 3 to 12. The lady who was supposed to take care of me, support me, and look out for my best interest did just the opposite. She took away my desire to be playful, to have fun, and to be a kid. One day while at school, the teachers noticed bruises on my body, and I was sitting to speak with our principal. This automatically led to me being placed in DSS custody again. I bounced around from group home to group home. Each placement would remind me of trauma in my past, so I don't run from them. I ran from every group home I was in. I would run right to my family, even though my mom was on drugs and my dad was in prison. That was my family, and I wanted to be with them as much as I could. During my last placement, it didn't feel like home. The kids were fighting all the time, and the staff really didn't care about your story. It's like they were just there to be there. We weren't fed the most appetizing food, and there was no structure. I felt it was a matter of time and I would be getting into more trouble than I already was in. So I ran and went home. I saw my mom struggling to provide for my family. And my sister had a baby to take care of, so I knew I had to do what I could to support them. So I started selling drugs. Even at my young age, with my father in prison, I became the man of the house. One day I did a crime that would later on lead me to being placed in AMI Kids White Pines. I should really be serving an indeterminate sentence at the Department of Juvenile Justice, but I was blessed enough to only have a 10 to 12 month guideline at White Pines. When I walked up to the campus of White Pines, I didn't get my normal feel of nervousness or fear. White Pines is not like any other placement I've been to. It all started with my orientation. The staff took time to review the program with me and answer all my questions. When Mr. Wright was explaining to me my personal growth model, education, BMI, and treatment, I knew this would be my opportunity to get my life back on track. The staff at White Pines actually listen to what we have to say. They take the time each and every day to not just hear my concerns, but concerns from everyone. We meet with our advisors at least 3 times a week just so they can check in and see how our week is going. This helps me stay accountable because I know my advisors are going to ask how I've been doing every few days. We also have a chance to work on our leadership skills while at White Pines. I recently became president of student government. This means I am a voice for the rest of the students. We will meet with Ms. Chris each month to give our ideas and concerns, and he will see which ones can be implemented. I also serve as a dorm leader in my dorm. This means I'm responsible for ensuring and encouraging my peers to do their details and do them correct. I am held accountable if any detail isn't done in the correct way. I am learning the true meaning of family is supporting each other and also encouraging each other to have a better life and strive for excellence, which is one of our values at White Pines. I have rediscovered a passion to take a positive role in life. I know this won't be an easy task since my mom and dad have both been active in the game since I was born, but I know I will be successful. I have seen my sister rise above the negative influence and become a positive light in our environment. The man I call my papa is not even related to me or my family. He was involved with my grandma years ago before she passed away. But he has chosen to stick around because he knows we need as many positive influence in our lives as we can get. This is the man I want to stay with since I'm still currently in DSS custody. This is just a small glimpse to the story of my life. It is my goal to finish my high school education and enroll to a technical college so I can become a probation officer and one day become a director of a foster home so I can make a positive impact on the lives of young people just as Ms. Q has made a positive impact on my life. Thank you again for supporting AMI Kids White Pines, where you can't spell family without AMI.